And that was right after BC1, um, that Robbie Denham hit me up. He's a jeans designer from Scotland, from Glasgow, and he wanted to send me some of his jeans. He made his jeans by his own hand. He makes everything himself, and he's extremely passionate about his jeans. And he's been following Red Bull BC1 for a while, and he's like, "Hey man, I want to send you some of my jeans. Um, I hope you like them." And I saw them, and the one he sent me, he used with Harris tweed on his jeans. So the ones he sent me was with red and green, if I remember, like kind of the Christmas colors. So I was like, this one is not really my style, and I don't want to accept something and not be able to wear it, and I will not battle in it because I don't battle in jeans, and I don't know what you expect from me to do with the jeans, you know. And he's like, "Oh, you see a little designer in you, like you design your own jeans then." And I was like, "Actually, I have a dream to design my own tracksuit." And he was like, "Let's do it." And he just booked my ticket to Glasgow, to do a little internet video with his jeans. And we start drawing tracksuits, and we bought fabrics, and he made the first Menno leisure tracksuit by hand, the first one ever. And that was the start of my brand. And that was the beginning where I started to be like, okay, let's now invest in this, which was basically another risk, because for the first time in my life, I was making decent money, and now all the decent money I was making was going into my clothing. And I never studied business, I just did high school, so like I had to walk through a lot of walls to figure out a lot of stuff. Yeah.
That's a tough business,
Yeah.
clothing.
Yeah.
And you had some mistakes in the beginning, and how'd you get through all that stuff?
Yeah, so the first tracksuit that we made, it had like white lines here and then here. And the first thing that went wrong was the black fabric start shrinking. So what we didn't realize is that we had to wash the fabric. It needed like a big wash before we actually like put them together. Because I produce them in Ukraine together with another B-Boy. But the fabric is coming from Scotland. So we ship over the fabric from Scotland to England, and then we figure out it's not working, so we need another wash. Then we wash the fabric, made the tracksuit again, and then the black fabric is given off on the white. And somehow if you sweat a little bit, the white part becomes yellow, and like in the armpit. I was like, oh no, I never paid so much money in my life to make something happen like that, and now it's just all going wrong. And like I was really feeling really bad about it, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? And trying to figure out a lot of stuff. So we end up finding out this color catchers. So there's a little white sheets. You put them in the washing machine together with the clothing, and it catches the color. So I start washing all the tracksuits. Before I sold one tracksuit, I put it in the laundry machine, and I put like a lot of these color catchers, and I used to wash it, and then the white stripe became kind of gray. So I was like, well, this is the tracksuit, this is it then. So it became like light gray instead of black, and we're still able to sell it. And I gave away a lot of them because the first one I already know it's important for people to wear it, and to just support people and give it to the right people.
So you kept pushing though. You decided not to quit.
So I kept pushing.
Same with B-Boy.
And the same with B-Boying, yeah. Because I felt a lot of similarities, and I decided to approach it the same way I approached breaking. And if you break, and maybe you break 10 years, you start to have just a little sense of direction where you're going with what you're doing.
10 years before you even maybe know where you're going.
Yeah. and because I remember myself breaking like for 6 or 7 years and really thinking I knew, and then I didn't. I remember like friends showing me footage um, from certain people, and I was like, this is boring for me. I like to see like bigger tricks or like more explosive stuff. And then watching it back 10 years later, I was like, holy shit, why didn't I see this? 10 years ago, I was blind for it, you know? So it's really a matter of the longer you're in it, the better your view become on it.